got a lot on my mind. She got a lot on my mind. I got a lot on my mind. I got a lot on my mind.
Hey man, it's your boy Chris Aaliyah, aka CEasy, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the lifestyle on Hold Up, Wait, Pause. Welcome back to another video. So as you guys can tell by the title, we have a very interesting and relevant topic for today's video. As of recently, Congress has passed a stimulus bill that is basically going out to help prevent the economy from going into depression and to help support families and businesses during these unseen and unforgiving times. And in this video, we're going to basically be going over how the money is going to be distributed, who is eligible for this money and how much can they basically gain, and 3, the huge gray area of people being college students between the ages of 18 and 24 that may receive $0. But anyways, let's get this video started. Alright, so basically this stimulus bill is going to be broken up between big businesses, small businesses, unemployment, and then it's going to go back to the people. The numbers vary, and basically what it is supposed to be doing right now at this moment is to help prevent the economy from going into the depression, and to help support businesses and families so things could pertain and keep running at their usual pace, despite the fact that we are supposed to all be at home and not go out into the world and contact and do all that. So that's how the money is broken up for the most part. And as for who is eligible, roughly like 90% of all Americans are basically going to be eligible for this money. To receive the money, you need to have filed your taxes during 2018 and or 2019. And you have to be making as a single person, you have to be making $75,000 or less, and as a married couple, $150,000 or less. So if you hit that amount, you're basically going to receive nothing, and the less that you make, the more money that you receive. And for a single person, they could receive up to $1,200, and as a married couple, you can receive up to $2,400 plus $500 for each dependent that you have that is under the age of 18. Okay, and so that's like all your kids that are in high school, have yet to turn 18, and all of that, still dependent, and you can go ahead and file and claim extra $500 for each of those kids. And now for the main topic of this video, something that needs to be addressed. Okay, there's a huge gray area of people that will not be receiving this money, and that's college students or individuals between the ages of 18 to 24 that do not file their taxes independently, and they're still claimed as a dependent. And I'm here to basically bring some light into this, share my thoughts, and potentially help you see different ways that you can go ahead and get involved, hopefully make a change, or get yourself a little bit of money, because I know the struggles of this particular group of individuals / people. The first thing that I would like to make clear is that if you're a dependent, you can still file your taxes separately. You go ahead and you file your taxes, but you make sure that you say that you're a dependent, and by doing so, there's no fraudulent things, and you can still go out and claim the taxes that were withheld from you, so you can go ahead and get your money. There only becomes an issue when you file independent and then your parents claim you as dependent, because now it's fraud. Things are not matching up on both sides, and that's when you will have an issue. Okay, and another thing that I would like to say, a majority of college students between the ages of 18 and 24, yes, they may have some support from their parents, but for the most part, a lot of college students between this age, they pay for their own rent, they pay for their college, utilities, gas, food. For the most part, a lot of these people work multiple jobs and go to school full time, or at least one job. They might have like things they do on the side to go ahead and make themselves some money. Like, this is a working class of people. They make up a majority of the the labor force in like these minimum wage jobs, because that's an easy job for us to get, and we can work those jobs, pay our bills, and still be in school. So for us to be left out, that is a huge red flag. And as we can see on the screen, this is from a New York Times article. I'm gonna pop it up right over here. It says, do college students get anything? Not if anyone claims them as a dependent on a tax return. Usually students under age 24 are dependents in the eyes of taxing authorities if a parent pays for at least half of their expenses. Alright, and now I need to touch on this. Just because your parents go ahead and claim you as a dependent, majority of the times they do not cover half of your expenses. Majority of the time, they'll cover some. You may be covering a majority. There are a lot of college students that pay their rent, utilities, any bills that they have, pay for their food, pay for school, car notes, etc. And they may have their parents on the side that, you know, may give them food from time to time, may send them out like, I guess, maybe $100-200 per each month. But for the most part, they are working full time to be able to do the things that they're doing. And by not granting them any money, even if it's not the full $1,200, which a majority of the people between 18 and 24 need, to at least just offer them something, because out of the $2 trillion, $3 trillion that this bill has, to say that this major group of individuals will be getting $0 is literally, it's outrageous. And what I'm going to go ahead and propose for each and every one of you guys watching this video, because the majority of my audience is between that age frame, to go ahead, if you see any of these posts, go ahead and share it, like it. If you see petitions, go ahead and sign it and contact your senators. This is what we elect them to do. This is literally their job in times like this, to go ahead and be the voice for us when it seems like our voice cannot be heard to the bunch. And another thing is, if you're extremely impacted by this, go ahead and please apply for unemployment. Hopefully you guys can go ahead and get it. Unfortunately, I can't get any unemployment. You know, I'm fine. I'm doing good. Most of my things are covered for me. I have enough money to pay for like the bills that I have coming up, my rent, all that. But for you individuals that are extremely impacted by this, please go ahead and use your voice. And another thing that I do want to go ahead and touch up on is that for this group of people that do not know, if you're a dependent, just because your parents claim you as a dependent doesn't mean that they, like I said earlier, that they cover everything for you. Majority of people, this is not the case. Lots of times the parents claim as dependent so they can go ahead and gain some more money for themselves, so they can continue living their normal lives. And let's say that people commute, because I go to the University of Houston and a lot of people commute. They stay at their home, but they drive to school and they go to school. Almost every person that I know that commutes is working a job. They have some type of job. They're paying for their schooling. They're paying for their food. Fortunately enough for them, they don't have to pay for a place to live. But even so, they are still in the working class. They still file their taxes, and they still deserve at least something, even if it's not the whole bunch. So again, like I said, if you guys are impacted by this, please, like I said, there's going to be a few links. It's going to be the tweet that I saw. Y'all go ahead, share it to whoever. There's going to be a petition down below. Y'all go ahead and sign that. Contact your senators and file for unemployment. These are all things that you guys can do to potentially go ahead and change this or better yourself in this situation, because you know every little penny counts. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure that you go ahead and like up this video. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. My name is Chris Lee, aka CEasy. I'm rebranded in my channel to pertain to fashion and business/finance. And what I mean by that is investing, to building your credit, your wealth, businesses, everything pertaining into that. That's what I'm gonna talk about. For those of you guys who love the fashion videos, just know I got more on the way and it's not gonna stop. But anyways, it's your boy Chris Lee, aka CEasy, and I'm out.
I got a lot on my mind. 16 and O and that 29. I got AK with the scores and 9. Undercover Jesus.